bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The legalization of marijuana for medicinal and recreational use is spreading across the United States, and most recently the Jamaican government announced that it is considering legalizing drug in that Caribbean island. Co-chair of the Bahamas National Drug Council, Joe Darville, says the Bahamas should not consider legalizing marijuana for recreational or medicinal use. He says it would not be in this country's best interest.
If we go further and to state that the Bahamas is now even thinking about decriminalizing or legalizing marijuana, it means that there will be an inclination on even a much larger percentage of our population to become accustomed to utilization of drugs.
Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell said on Tuesday that the issue should be studied. His comments follows Jamaica's talks of decriminalizing marijuana for medicinal purposes by year's end. Darville shares his views on this issue.
If at all our country would look towards anything to do with marijuana, having it incorporated within the Commonwealth of our nation, then I would say that it has to be controlled, restricted, etc. in that particular domain.
Otherwise, Darville says we cannot let the drug loose in this country. Residents of Grand Bahama will have an opportunity to get free legal and financial counseling this coming weekend. The Rotary Club of Freeport is preparing to hold its second annual legal and financial aid clinic on Saturday at the Circle Mall from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. President Louis Allen talks about the significance of this event.
The whole purpose of this is to actually provide a service through the attorneys in our club and financial people around Grand Bahama to aid with those people that are less fortunate than we are, who may not have the readily available funds to go to an attorney such as Constance McDonald, my colleague, and other attorneys around here.
Now, the Legal and Financial Aid Clinic will also include immigration matters this year. Coordinator Attorney Constance McDonald and Chairman of Community Service Darren Cooper say this is just one way of giving back.
In this Grand Bahama community at this point in time, there are a lot of persons who are challenged financially. So what we try to do is, as a part of our service to the community, we know that, I know from my experience, people have a lot of family matters, probate matters, wills and stuff they need legal advice on. And a lot of times, persons cannot afford to go to an attorney because attorneys charge fees for consultation.
Even in the area of immigration, one of the things I know, after the age of 18, if you have not reached or applied at 18, you then go through a long process for citizenship. And so it's good this time that we would have a representative from immigration that will walk persons through the process, give them the proper documentation, let them know what they need to have.
Now, in addition to local attorneys, there will also be representatives from a bank, insurance company, and the Immigration Department at the Legal Aid Clinic on Saturday. And in other news, fifth graders at Mary Star of the Sea School took a journey down home yesterday with a bit of rake and scrape and storytelling. Principal Robert Knapp says the 18th annual Down Home Festival is something that the students look forward to each year. Knapp says over the years it has become a vehicle for children to explore the way of life and times in the past.
It's a time when we encourage our grade 5 students who host it to celebrate the islands of the Bahamas, make connections with their heritage, with their grandparents, their parents, where they came from. So you'll see around the auditorium we have displays from Long Island, Cat Island, Andros, every island throughout the entire archipelago of the Bahamas. And so it's really a great time because the children get a chance, an opportunity to speak to their grandparents and to their uncles and aunts and those sort of things.
Now, the Down Home Festival has been around since the mid-90s. Knapp says over the years it's proven to be beneficial to students.
Social studies curriculum, get them an idea of the various aspects of each of the islands. Each island is different and unique in so many ways, and so they get to understand it. And in Grand Bahama, we tend to be a little bit more cosmopolitan, a little bit more Americanized, so to speak. And so to get them to understand about the food and the heritage and the way of life that we've lost here in Grand Bahama to a degree. It's very important, and it kind of strengthens their national pride.
Spring Break Through the Bahamas 2014 kicking off next month. The local committee spearheading 3 days of fun for students on break from the books for colleges in the United States. Coordinator Derek Stubbs says local students are also expected to join in the fun events that will also include some international celebrities.
We have Mr. Chaz Shepard, who is coming. Chaz is known for his role as Trey in the show The Game. So many persons would know him from that, and he also starred in the movie The Temptation. So he's going to be here to interact with the young people, and I must say that Chaz is a born-again Christian. And so parents have no fear of the fact that your children are meeting celebrity, but he is a born-again child of God.
Now, activities will get started on March 14th with the festival at the St. George's Gym. Stubbs says this is one way of providing good quality activities for the college students.
The purpose of this whole event is to give people things to do around the spring break season that is more spiritually based and clean. I think spring break is normally attached to the carousing and the drinking and all the other negative that goes with it. And so we have decided to do something for those young Christians that are in college and they want a break, to know that they can come to the Bahamas and have something positive to do.
Well, that's going to do it for us on this Thursday evening. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team,
I'm Megan Shepard.
I'm Shasheena Rolle. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight continues right after this.